Number 4. Kirby Quiz. Yes, people, there is actually a quiz show that centers around Kirby, and it's actually a clever clip show episode. On New Year's Day, King Dedede and Escargoon released a program where characters from the show answer trivia questions about Kirby and his adventures. And you know what? It's actually a cool idea. Viewers in general can play along with it by guessing which monster Kirby faced and what power he used to defeat them. Even if you haven't watched the show that much, you can still have a good time thinking which answer is correct. It's a show that relies on memory and puzzle solving.
That was indeed not Fire Kirby. See? The little fella's not wearing his Fire Kirby hat.
Oh, well played, enemy. Well played. And during the episode, it does contain some legitimate funny moments. So if you like Kirby, you better inhale enough knowledge as you can to know everything. Number 3. Pokemon Sinnoh League Victors. Speaking of video games, the most recurring competition in animation are Pokemon battles. No matter which region Ash and Pikachu go, or how many friends they tag along with, they always battle until Ash is officially a Pokemon Master. Well, the first Pokemon League of the series was a fun trial, and there were some tournaments where Ash did actually win. In my opinion, the Sinnoh League is so far the best of the Pokemon tournament. But it's not the only Pokemon competition on this list. There is also Dawn's Pokemon Contest. Why both of them? What makes them so special? Well, by themselves, they contain a huge variety of worthy opponents, including their own Pokemon. In the Pokemon Contest, they brought in almost all of Dawn's rivals, each with their own unique performances, and she was also the closest of Ash's friends to almost win the whole thing when she battled against her best friend Zoe. And to be honest, it's a satisfying conclusion to Dawn's arc in the Sinnoh region. As a reminder who have been catching up to the Pokemon franchise, this was the last of the series to ever host any Pokemon contest, and this one seemed to be the most entertaining out of all of them. But when it comes to Ash and his time during the Sinnoh League, this is where the cherry on top comes in. One of the advantages that this Pokemon League has is bringing back some of Ash's old Pokemon from the previous adventures, like Heracross, Cyndaquil, Sceptile, and more. In addition, the other rivals really put up a good fight. Conway is back with more tricks up his sleeve. There's a mysterious trainer who owns a dark Rye, which makes me question how he got it in the first place. And of course, one of the unique Ash rivals of all time, Paul, is one of the best moments in the Pokemon League. It builds up which side is best at looking after their own Pokemon. Power versus friendship. Ash doesn't use his Pokemon from his past adventures as an advantage to defeat Paul, but he uses the ones from his Sinnoh journey because they want this so badly, including Infernape, the one who Paul released from his own Pokeball. And once the battle was finally over, a reconciliation was made. The Sinnoh League and Contest, 2 competitions about never giving up, holding your hand up, and be sure to carry on.
You ready to go, Pikachu?
Number 2. The Danganronpa Games. Technically, it does count as an anime competition since it's pretty much a Hunger Games if it was anime. If you don't know, the series is about a group of students with ultimate talents who are trapped inside a school hosted by a remote-controlled bear named Monokuma. The only way out is to kill someone and get away with it at the trial. If the killer is exposed, they will be punished based on their talent, while the survivors continue the killing game. Vote incorrectly, then everyone but the culprit dies. For minor spoilers, the Danganronpa games don't have a sole survivor because there are several characters that actually survive the killing game and defeat the mastermind controlling everything. But what makes the game a stunning competition is with the characters. They have their memorable personalities, backstories, and emotional outbreaks that you do actually want many of them to stay alive. Whenever I play the games for the first time, I usually guess who do I want to live, figure out how did one of them die, and who killed them, and guess who's the mastermind behind it all. Okay, so in V3, I predict the survivors are Gonta, Kaede, Kaito, Maki, and Ryoma. I suspect Mew is the mastermind because she's the ultimate inventor. She could reinvent Monokuma. Well, who do you think's gonna die early? Hopefully someone expendable like Yasuhiro. Are you referring to his role in the main game or the demo version? Yes. But back onto the franchise's concept, Danganronpa is the battle between hope and despair. For the headmaster Monokuma, his goal is to fill the students and the entire world with misery because the true game master believes hope is nothing more but a predictable and boring outcome, while despair is just all over the place. Which is why there are hidden cameras everywhere, because anyone who watches this gets brainwashed anytime a character dies, causing them to feel that empty, demolished void inside of them and the rest of the world. The closest game of the series that seems to play as a competition is V3 Killing Harmony, because according to the modpad in that one, the killing game will only continue until the killer lives or there are only 2 people left. But if you're wondering which Danganronpa game has the best cast, it would have to be the first one, Trigger Happy Havoc. The other casts were great, but these were the students that you do get to like Kyoko, Taka, Chihiro, Mondo, Hina, and many more. It's a video game series filled with thrills, chills, and kills. Now before we get to number 1, here's some honorable mentions. I know I stated at the beginning of this top 10 list that I wouldn't include total drama because it would be too predictable, but I feel like it only makes sense to make a top 10 total drama episodes within the honorable mention, in case anyone really insists on me on talking about the show a little bit more. If I did do a top 10 total drama episode as its own video, there wouldn't be that much to talk about as I would on my heroes and villains list. So, I'm only going to briefly explain why these 10 episodes are my personal favorite of the series. So, without further ado, here are the top 10 total drama episodes. Number 10, Heroes vs. Villains, is a great introduction to the All-Star season and the only one that doesn't focus on the evil Persona story arc. Number 9, Super Herald. A fun challenge to play superhero, Captain Alberta is a worthy hero, but Lindsay as Wonder Woman is unforgettable. Number 8, Mo Monkey Mo Problem. Great monkey chases along with a bizarre musical number that is not Total Drama World Tour. Number 7, Twinning Isn't Everything, a breathtaking story arc on Sammy standing up to herself and an awesome blindside to eject her evil sister. Number 6, Phobia Factor, a tribute to Fear Factor with a lot of wacky fears and they manage to conquer them. Number 5, Chinese Fake Out, an awesome race on the Great Wall, an entertaining eating challenge and song, along with a satisfying double elimination. Number 4, No Pain No Gain. It not only brought back fan favorites Eva and Izzy back, it also has a great first individual challenge. Number 3, Not So Happy Campers Parts 1 and 2. It's the 2-part pilot episode that started the entire series, and thanks to that, we were hyped for more episodes and seasons. Number 2, Brains vs. Brawn, The Ultimate Showdown, the only total drama finale that is not a racing challenge but a battle to see who will win, Bubble Boy Brainiac Cameron or tough mindless athlete Lightning. And number 1, I Triple Dog Dare You, for its inexplicable dares, the perfect final 3, and a satisfying fate on the ultimate villain with the perfect 2 players for the season finale. And the number 1 anime competition is the Laugh Olympics. Ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate anime crossover in history. There is actually an anime series starring the Hanna-Barbera characters competing at the Olympics. The series features 3 teams up to 45 players led by Scooby-Doo, Yogi Bear, and Mumbly. Hosted by Snagglepuss and Mildew Wolf, each episode takes place in 2 countries with 2 or 3 sports challenges. Whoever scores the most points at the end of the episode wins the event. The reason why the Laugh Olympic is number 1 out of all of them are the characters themselves. Throughout the years, we already got attached to Scooby, Captain Caveman, Huckleberry Hound, and the rest as unforgettable characters. And since it's already established in previous cartoons and some future ones, they all exist in the same universe. So crafting an Olympic sports tournament makes a lot of sense with unbelievable potential, where their cartoony behavior and antics, and the outcome that occur whenever the really rottens try to cheat their way to victory. Many can agree that this was the first ever animated competition, which I'm surprised that this show has yet to make a comeback, especially that the Olympic Games are still going to this day, and many other animated projects are still joining in on the celebration.
In a way, The Lava Olympics is a show that we want to see as a revival series.
With all the other Hanna-Barbera franchises that got a reboot on Boomerang, I'm surprised nobody thought of bringing this back, especially if they are still making crossovers with these characters. Come on, the final challenge took place on the moon. We can go even bigger, or even have future events take place in the respectable world like Bedrock, Jellystone, or wherever. So, if you're looking for an unforgettable sports tournament, then be sure to watch The Lava Olympics, the #1 animated competition.
Ready, set, let's go!
Yeah.
Do you agree with my list? Are there any other anime competitions that I overlooked? Well, feel free to leave in the comments below, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe me for a new review and other project. I'm Matt Harry Patrick. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to polish the winner's golden medal.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me for a new review and other project every week. I'll see you soon.